Hello, Star Wars fans. Welcome back to another episode of the Starlight podcast. We've got a star-studded cast as per usual. We've got Daddy Sheev, aka John Bates. How we doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And of course, we've got Lord Dagovere. How we doing, fam?
Good fam, ready to talk about Star Wars lore, ready to talk about Star Wars. I'm here. Let's get it done.
You're damn right. And listen, there is a lot to talk about with Star Wars this week. We've got a huge New York City Comic-Con slate, a lot of books, comics that we're going to be able to talk about. There's also a little bit of controversy going on within the fandom, specifically with romance. But the first thing that I want to talk about, this is near and dear to my heart as someone who loves The Last Jedi, and someone who is a little bit less enthusiastic about The Rise of Skywalker. We are actually getting a novel set in between those two movies. It is called Legacy, written by Madeline Rue. Basically, it's going to entail the story of Leia, of Rey in that year, basically between those two movies. We're going to learn a lot more about their relationship. They're going to Tython at some point. They're going to repair the Skywalker lightsaber. What do you guys think about them kind of filling in the gaps between eight and nine?
I'm glad they are, because between 8 and 9 in the movies, we don't get a lot of context as to, their relationship or what they were doing in that year. So, I mean, the cover looks cool. I'm intrigued by it. What about you, Dagovere?
Yeah, man, you guys know how I feel about the ST in this chat, baby. But I tell you one thing, when you see the Rise of Skywalker and you see Rey looking like the goddamn Avatar Last Airbender at the beginning of that movie, I always bring up the book Resistance Reborn, where she's literally losing her powers and she's struggling. And I was pretty surprised at that, which I'm sure a lot of people were surprised at if they read that book. But one thing I wasn't so surprised of was Leia. And she's a Skywalker, and she's one of the most powerful Force sensitives too. And as a teacher, I'm pretty sure that really helped Rey mend wounds of her mind. And I'm actually intrigued by this book, and I am actually slightly excited for some more Kylo Ren and Rey and Leia.
Yeah, because this is a weird situation for Rey to be in, if I'm being completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
Your master, your teaching figure who was teaching you in the ways of the Force for a little bit, just sacrificed himself for the resistance, and then you meet his sister, who is also your love interest and situationship's mom, and you guys can both trauma bond over that. So
Drama
that's going to
Bond.
be a very, very interesting dynamic to play out between those two because everybody knows what it's like to kind of, meet someone who's an adult, who's way older than you, who's potentially a parent of, a significant other or something like that. And it's a little bit nerve-wracking. And they have to actually tackle this because the rebellion or the resistance, excuse me, at this point is in the dog. Like they are nothing. So it's going to be interesting to see the aftermath of that. And we're going to get more Tython content, um, which to me is
Oh,
super exciting.
really?
Yep, they're going to
Really?
Python. Yep.
What the flip?
Was
Okay,
that
that's
in
pretty
the
cool.
interview?
Yeah, there is a Return to Tython. I'm reading it right here. It's in the exclusive piece written. On their quest following the Battle of Crate, Rey and Leia will make their way to a planet familiar to fans of The Mandalorian, Star Wars: The Old Republic video game. Every
Okay,
time, and basically, they are. It just kind of says
yeah.
that they're going to go there.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, you get bonus points for dropping Knights of the Old Republic. Okay, I'm listening.
yeah.
He's hooked.
Um, and the
Yeah,
Kylo stuff. I'm curious to see what Kylo stuff we're gonna get.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to learn what Kylo's maybe doing in this time, as well. I mean, I think there is some lore about that already, correct, guys? Or like what he's doing,
Uh,
like right before 9?
yeah, not really. I mean, like right now we have Legacy of Vader that's kind of leading up to maybe where that's going, but it's still pretty far away. He's like literally doing his own thing. I think the Rise of the Resistance comics, which was like the Rise of Skywalker, media thing that they were getting ready also showed him like doing some crazy stuff and just going insane. But I will say that is really cool. It's really interesting. I really am eager about them going to Tython and seeing how the planet is in this, because when you see in The Mandalorian, it's not really the Tython that like Old Republic fans know about. That's supposed to be like a really dynamic planet with like the Force and craziness that's happening with the emotions of the planet, and very, very dangerous planet. I tell you one thing though, but as for the sequel trilogy books, like if more books are coming out for the sequel trilogy, I'm not really that excited at all. This was only the one of the only stories I would be excited out, and maybe a Knights of Ren book or something like that. That's what I would be like hyped about. But because they said what they needed to say about the Old Republic and this and that, I'm actually intrigued, and I will probably use my audio books to listen to this, man.
You'll use
Yeah,
your
I
Audible
will.
credit on that one.
Yes,
There
I
you
will.
go.
Yeah, yeah. You put Kylo Ren on there. That's it. You got me. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's
He's hooked.
I'm super excited because I think we obviously did not get much from Leia in that movie because of the situation with Carrie Fisher where she had passed. And any media that we get where there's like they're able to kind of expand upon that relationship, I think will only help those who actually dive into the books. I think it'll help with me specifically the episode 9, the way that I kind of view it, because it's like we said, it's kind of a jump, and we don't really have that much because of that situation. But I think it'll be a good thing. I don't think it'll be a bad thing to bring out more content to kind of explain more. Um, and look, it's a book, so there's not that many people that are going to dive into it. But for people who are lore heads and who are craving for more stories in the sequel trilogy and craving for more Leia and Rey, I think this will be like a fantastic way to kind of insert that lore in there and that content. Um, but that also leads us to another situation that we've got going on in the Star Wars fandom, specifically with books. There was, alongside this legacy announcement, there was an announcement of another Star Wars book called Eyes Like Stars, written by Ashley Poston. And it's a romance novel, right? It is a romance novel. It is the first official Star Wars romance novel. And basically, what I'm seeing right here features a couple in search of their happily ever after in the galaxy far, far away, a charming young adult romance set about a year and a half before The Force Awakens. All new characters, a mysterious artifact, and a fearsome first order. What do you think of that? And then we'll get into the controversy of what people are saying about this.
Yeah, I know. I know Dagovere got some fun comments about that. But I'll start here. I mean, obviously, Star Wars is looking to expand some of their audiences, and I don't see a problem with something like this. I'm kind of intrigued, like how it, a romance novel, like, weave into Star Wars. But yeah, it's definitely intriguing, and to say the least. What about you, Dagovere?
Yeah, I mean, I look around my room, man. Romance is not really something that I would take any interest in for a Star Wars book. I don't really care. And it's not to say like, oh my God, F people that are excited about that. I'm actually glad, because I think this is what you should be doing with the IP. You should be going off and doing different things that you're not used to. A High Republic was a very big risk. You took that. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for the people that loved it. Are we going to sit here and critique every single genre in the expanded universe? I mean, it's only a matter of time before all of a sudden people start calling Death Troopers, from Legends continuity a cash grab too. So I don't really understand the critique, or the critique of people liking it, or critique them for liking it. I don't understand. If it's not for you, it's not for me, and I didn't care about it. But now it's a topic of relevance because someone didn't care about it so much they had to hate on the 5 people that are going to buy this book. Obviously it's not going to be that bad. There's definitely some ladies out there that love Star Wars and they are welcome, but man, I just don't understand the point of like hating people that love this stuff, bro. Like, I don't get it at all, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
clearly the people that are, don't like it, it's obviously not for them. Like that's kind of the point. Like they're trying to branch out into new audiences, and this is one way to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna guess. So basically, what we are referencing, there's a tweet that says has the pictures of both Ray, the Ray book, and eyes like stars, and it says, I try to have nuanced conversations about how Star Wars used to use resources to become more of a quote girl brand, but these are the actual big announcements from Star Wars, from New York Comic Con. They're literally making romance novels now. And that just caused a big, big disruption and um, outrage amongst the fandom. I think it's ridiculous. I really do think
People
that
just like to
people,
be mad.
yeah, exactly. Like people
Like,
are
who
being mad,
cares, guys?
and
Um,
it doesn't
yeah.
apply.
So, all right, all right. So here's the thing: is like you guys know me. I try to be fair game for everybody. I understand if like going forward, all of a sudden Star Wars is only about romance. I would have a problem with that. Because I Star Wars is way more than just romance, obviously. But this is just a single book that we're talking about, like a single book. And you look at all the 40 years of expanding universe, and not even talking about the movies, which everybody knows about Han and Leia, The Empire Strikes Back, which is a whole freaking romance thing. Don't even get me started with Luke liking his sister until, freaking Return of the Jedi, please. And then even still then, you have Anakin and Padme, which is like a really big thing too. And before that, you have the expanded universe with Mara Jade and Luke Skywalker. This is stuff that happened in the 90s that is even older than the prequel trilogy. Shadows of Mindor. You have so many stories that had romantic elements in it that isn't just from the movies, and also Knights of the Old Republic with Revan and Bastila. Like, dude, like, what are we talking about here? Like, genuinely, are we upset that this thing is getting more attention than other things? I understand that. I think that's a great criticism if that's what we're talking about, because where's My Old Republic 3, Disney? What is happening, Disney? But this specific stuff about girl brand and and romance novels where it's literally only one. I just can't agree, man. Like I can't agree at all.
Yeah, they and romance, like you said, it's sprinkled in Star Wars
Mm.
forever.
Yeah.
But Star Wars is like a human experience, basically, where they're in a galaxy far, far away, but you can relate to the characters because they're going through challenges that you can go through. They're overcoming things, and like romance is a part of life,
Yeah.
and it's going to be in. It's probably in like almost every single media that you find. So the fact that they are trying to reach a new demographic of people to bring into the Star Wars fandom, because this is a young adult romance novel, there is a huge, huge audience for those types of that type of book and that type of content. Like, what's the problem with trying to get more people integrated into the Star Wars fandom? Like maybe someone who's like 12 reads that book, starts to like, oh, this is kind of like cool world building, and then all of a sudden they get into Star Wars and they're a Star Wars fan. Like that's the goal. It's not to be like, hey, we're trying to grab money from this. Like there's not that many people that are going to be reading the book. So it just it just baffles me still to this point, even though I've been in this fandom for so long. It's still a problem where we see people just like overstep their boundaries and make crazy takes where like Star Wars is a buffet, bro. If you don't like cherry pie, like you don't have to grab it. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly how I feel about this. Is like if we're really critiquing a single romance novel, then maybe we should critique the one or two horror books like Red Harvest and Death Troopers. Maybe we should be critiquing Star Wars Visions. That is that a cash grab because now Disney can do that because Disney Plus has so much anime in Japan. Like, where does it stop? Where does the criticism stop, and where does it just become something that is just trying to make people upset and angry at something that is clearly not what they're talking about? I dislike it. I don't like it, man. I'm not sure if this is a criticism at all. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be locked in. I've read some romance novels, some Colleen Hoover, count me in. Like,
dude.
Oh,
We should do a
maybe,
book club.
maybe a little book club reading. I know Dagovere might not be into that, but
no, I'm out.
Yeah. I'll probably just watch a 15-minute YouTube video summarizing this book
oh
because
my goodness.
I am curious about, the Star Wars story itself. But yeah, you guys hit the nail on the head, like how I've been feeling is, guys, Star Wars doesn't have to be for everybody. Like do you think I'm watching that like kids show that was like about the Resistance. Like, no, that's obviously for kids.
Yeah, that's another one. Rise.
Yeah. Is that a
Yeah,
cash grab? It's a
yeah,
different
it is.
audience. They're trying to
Yeah,
target different demographics, and young adult films is one they're
yeah,
obviously trying to push with
yeah.
this book. And keep in mind, this was announced with like there's a whole article we're looking at right now on StarWars.com.
Yeah,
There's like
man.
10 other things in there, and you picked the two things in there that you want to complain about.
Yeah, why
This is
not?
how I
Why not?
feel.
Why not bitch about the damn art book for Acolyte? Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. That's you're not even bitching about
Dude.
that.
I understand that, but yeah, I think that's a really good point too about Resistance. I did not like that show. I could not finish the second
Yeah, it
season.
wasn't. It was. I've
Um,
never watched it. It's obviously
I,
not
I
for
don't think it
us.
was bad. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel. But then you might as well start critiquing Young Jedi Adventures with Nubs.
Yeah.
Freaking
Is
two.
that is that a cash
That's
grab?
yeah. That's also supposed to be competing with Bluey, which is like the most watched anything.
Bluey.
So good luck.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm getting really negative. I don't want to,
yeah, no,
bring down
I
the
don't
stuff.
want to.
But
Yeah,
it's frustrating. And it's almost to the point where I don't even know if I should start acknowledging those things anymore, because that to me makes me feel like I'm not necessarily sure if this person loves all of Star Wars and maybe only likes an aspect of what they think Star Wars is, which is fine, but I don't think that's the correct way to look at Star Wars.
Yeah, it's a loud like minority of people, of voices. Like it really is just something that is so unnecessary. And now we're talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be talked about that way. Um, Listen, I'm excited that they're going into new genres.
yeah,
This is what we've been asking for, honestly. Like try some new stuff, try a new avenue. They did it with Andor. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Not saying that this book is going to be Andor.
Yeah, it's
But
just the girl brand stuff. I don't know. It's just ringing in my head now. But I'll try and tell Carly King that, who's literally doing Obi Annie's just as good as Hayden Christensen and can probably do it better than most of the guys that are on TikTok talking about Star Wars lore. So I just don't understand, especially in the year 2025. What are we doing, boys, when we're scrolling through TikTok and we see, Star Wars baddies cosplay? Every I mean, dude, it's just for them. Let them have their thing. This is like I have my Lego. They have this.
yeah,
yeah,
I agree completely.
give me that gingerbread, AT. All right.
Oh my god!
Someone needs a gingerbread
Yes.
AT-AT for
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, mine is coming.
It's
Mine is
coming?
on. Yes.
Let's
It's in the back order. It's on its way.
Let's
Yes.
go, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And I'll get it for you for Christmas, Johnny. All right, that'll be your Christmas
Yeah.
gift.
Oh
Oh,
hell
your
yeah.
birthday gift. Your birthday gift, Christmas gift. Johnny's birthday is on New Year's Eve, so sometimes you have to kind of combine it.
What a
Yeah,
legend.
for sure. But yeah, that's what I like. All right, guys. So you can have your novel, you can have your cosplay stuff. Give me the gingerbread. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
It's
you
such a
know
cool
what I
set.
you know what I am hyped for
What
is
are you?
the concept and creation for the Mandalorian and Grogu, which is really
Yeah,
interesting because I don't
eyes
know if
like stars.
anybody. Yeah. So here's the deal. All right, I don't know if anybody watches the art books as much as I do. Like, we have not gotten a Book of Boba Fett art book. We have not gotten a Mando season 3 art book. We didn't get an Andor art book, and we're supposed to be getting an Andor season 1 and 2 art book. So they've been kind of lacking on a lot of this stuff. But that was also one of the other announcements, was the art of the Mandalorian and Grogu, which Phil Sozak, I always say his name wrong. I actually have a really terrible time with pronunciation in general, even like the word nuanced. I always say nunced. So yeah,
Hey, that's a
that's how.
tough one. That's
Yeah,
Polish, man. That's a
yeah.
tough one.
It's
Tongue
yeah.
twister.
It is what it is, man. You get killed on TikTok all day with this shit. So I'm excited for this, though, because Phil, who's a really big art director for a lot of the Star Wars art, said that there will also be stuff from Book of Boba Fett and other moments of Mandalorian in this book as well. So I'm ready for this one. I love Star Wars art books.
Yeah, same here. I'm hyped for this. That's interesting that you said this is like the first one. You think they would have made other ones for other Star Wars shows that they've done, but
They did,
oh, they
but they
did.
stopped. We don't have
Oh,
Art of Kenobi, like
oh,
so we have art of Mandalorian and season 1 and season 2. Outside
okay.
of that, there really
So
has
they're
not
really
been.
just doing it for the Mandalorian.
Well, they're doing it for
I'm
the accolade too, right?
Oh, are they for
Yes,
the
yeah, but
Mandalorian?
see,
Yeah.
but that's what I don't understand is, like, why are projects like completely skipped over? Like I said, Book of Boba Fett didn't get anything. Kenobi didn't get anything. Andor, I guess, was waiting for both seasons to come out. Didn't get anything
Did
until now.
Ahsoka get anything?
That's another one. Yeah, thank you.
I don't. Why are we making the Acolyte if it's canceled? Why are we making the Acolyte if it's canceled?
It's coming back. No, it's not.
Guys,
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this right now. They're showing the concept art for The Stranger. This is just giving me. This is giving me feels right now.
Let me look.
Yeah, no. All right, we're scrolling down, and then we got to go back up.
We got to go back up. But yeah, there's Darth Smiley. Oh, he looks cool.
Yeah, Smilo Ren, my boy. Yeah, it's all right. So I love this art.
Such a cool design, man.
Yeah, and if anyone watching the podcast has not seen this ish looks like a damn xenomorph and a Dark Lord of the Sith all in one. And I think it's amazing. This is why concept art, I think, is so important, and these art books are so important. They showing parts of it looks like that Stranger is on one of the last, I can't remember, it's not Brendok. Oh no, is it Brendok? I think it's Brendok, right? That's the planet. Sorry, my acolyte. At the end, with our boy Squid Game, it looks like Smilo Ren is like looking really freaking cool with this.
Oh, dude, he has aura. Like, this is awesome,
man. Even in death, this man still has aura.
He's not dead. The show is dead.
Yeah, the show's dead. Yeah, for now.
I'm holding out. They keep.
Dude, I feel like they're not done with this character. He'll be in something else.
They keep showing Manny. They keep pushing his character. He is the coolest. He's the coolest character.
He enjoyed being in Star Wars. I feel like they're not gonna. Maybe he'll be in another project, or if it's not Acolyte, but I feel like he'll be back.
He needs his own show. Him and Plagueis need his own show. Just like
he was one of the best parts of that show. And you don't have his you have his helmet now. I don't see it in your background.
I got his helmet. Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
dude. But I'm waiting for his Funko to come out. Man, listen. I'm telling you right now, Star Wars fans, if you're a romance person, you support that goddamn book. You buy it several times, paperback, hardcover. I don't care. You make sure they know that you love this stuff. I'm gonna do the same thing for Kylo Ren, Smilo Ren. It doesn't matter, baby. Lakers in 5, okay?
Hey, lock into the Smilo Ren romance, okay?
That's what he's coming in.
The show.
That's what it is.
The lightsaber.
I can't. That's the one aspect I don't like. I can't.
Osha's there. Osha is
there.
There
it is. He'll be in a romance novel. Then you'll be reading that.
Oh God! All right, whatever. Sure. Yeah.
But dude. I see this comes out January 13th. Connor, I think that's a day before your birthday, dude. Yeah, right for there you go. Yep. Birthday gift. Easy.
Yeah.
I'll take the gingerbread.
Also, there was a big romance in the Acolyte. We remember when he's going in shirtless, naked into the water. He's like, "Are you joining me? You joining me?"
I get it.
Dude, I remember that TikTok you made, Connor, where it's the Squidward. Oh no, he's hot. And I think Star Wars commented on it, right? I think Star Wars commented on it.
Don't be intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite TikToks you've made, dude. That was great.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
But we can go back. We can go back up to
let's go back up
to the Mandalorian.
Yeah, excited for that. And then there's some other announcements too, guys. Just to keep going, is the new Star Wars Visions
manga.
Yeah, some manga, dude. Again, with Star Wars branching off into different, audiences and mediums.
Yeah, all that money grab shit. Jesus.
I love Star Wars in manga form. They have like a Rebels manga. They have a High Republic manga, which I have the first issue hard copy, but then they strictly went to digital. After that,
what? Really?
I believe they did. Yeah, sucks. I'm not sure how many issues there are out right now, but I have the first one, like in my living room over there. But I wasn't able. They kept delaying it, I think, and then. Anyway, that's besides the point. This looks dope. Looks dope. And Dagovere, I don't know. Is this like a continuation story from like a scene?
All right. You want to know the deets? You want to know that deets?
You're our resident Star Wars Visions guy.
Yeah,
so
things.
So here's the thing. All right. I will say that there are some times in the Star Wars universe, and I'm not going to say what because I don't want Disney to sniper me. That there are sometimes projects that go on without permission of people. without permission of people that created the story, without permission that were involved with the story, and it's just because someone wants to write a story. It's nothing bad. It's just, hey, here's this character. Let's write about this. I will say when it comes to comics and the art of something, that usually is like this is more of the traditional idea that they couldn't get in the episode of Visions, or maybe it was also a project that they really like, but because of production, they just couldn't put 10 episodes, and they only could do 9. So this is something that's really interesting with this, because this is looking very Chef's Kiss Visions one, what I am familiar with, and I think this is going to be a banger, just by looking at the people attached to it. So yeah, this is going to be a must buy for any Visions season 1 and 3 fan for
Oh,
sure.
I'm buying this, dude, just from the art. Like,
Yeah,
take my
Yeah.
money.
yeah,
The description. So the manga is called Star Wars Tsukomo, I
yes.
believe. And in the wake of Order 66, a lone Jedi Knight accompanies a pair of droids to a rumored droids paradise while being pursued by the Empire. So this is post Order 66
Also, his
in this world.
helmet
I
looks
know.
like it gives me like Republic Commando, but it's not. It's I don't think it's fully Republic Commando. I'm not
It
sure.
almost looks like Hunter.
Yeah, low key. Does look more like
Yeah,
Hunter's
yeah,
helmet.
yeah.
Um, it's
It's
just sick
almost,
looking.
yeah. To me, it looks like honestly what a clone trooper and a stormtrooper's helmet would look like if it fused into something. Yeah,
Almost
like
like the
that's
early TK helmet.
yeah.
A little bit.
We saw a
It's
little bit in Bad Batch, maybe.
yeah. I would say
Early
yeah. Even
prototype.
like even like a piece of like crosshairs, I would say, without the paint, and without
Yeah.
the signal on top. I either way, it's fire, bro. And I just realized he was a Jedi. I didn't even realize, because you could see his little Jedi belt and of course the lightsaber. But anybody can have a lightsaber these days.
That's true.
Um, uh, I'm ready. I'm set. It's peak.
When is this?
This
July
is
14th. Oh,
yeah. If
yeah.
this is a money grab, you can take it all mine, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not digital, because Connor, you just said that for some of the other stuff. I'd love to have a hard copy of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
big hard copy guy. I know you're more of the digital Connor, but give me. I need the physical thing.
Hey, for this stuff, I'm in. I'm in on hard like manga, comics. I'm
Yeah.
in on that hard copy stuff. I have a Kindle, which is where I read a lot faster on my Kindle. But listen, some people have been influencing me. I'm leaning a little bit more towards, some physical media.
Mhm.
I'm getting some used books for my thrift store.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So
hell yeah.
I have a bookshelf. I will be diving a little bit further into physical books, but
Let's
I'm also
go.
Let's
I'm
go,
also
dude.
I'm also a Kindle guy. So like I like both.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I'm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
I wish you guys lived closer so I could go thrifting with you guys, man. I'm always looking for Star Wars
I know,
books.
dude. I love it. I love it.
Dude, Second and Charles is where I find all of them. That's where I got a lot of my Republic Commando books, and the Order
Yeah.
66 book that I'm still reading. Um, they have them too for like $2, $3. So if you have a
Yeah,
Second and Charles, check that out.
absolutely. And speaking of comics, I want to hit on this too. We are getting a Star Wars Jar Jar Binks one-shot comic, um, which is written by Ahmed Best, right? And the cool thing is we are getting a story with with Jar Jar and um, Kelleran Beck, who is Ahmed Best's character in The Mandalorian, um, which is something that I love to see because uh, the story of Ahmed Best is like extremely tragic, but also his comeback into the Star Wars fandom and the way that the fans accept him today, peak.
Let's
This is
go.
peak.
Yeah, dude, it's
So
cinema, absolute cinema.
yeah, it basically, and from what I'm reading here is it's Star Wars comic teases Jar Jar's pivotal role forming the Rebel Alliance following Revenge of the Sith. So they're gonna make a connect. Obviously, we know Keller and Beck presumably survived Order 66 right here is what I'm learning right now in this moment. Um, but yeah, I think that's just a cool story on that end. Even though, Jar Jar isn't my favorite character, it's cool to see that.
Yeah.
Misa, you still don't like Misa? No,
Listen,
I always think Jar Jar got a little. I've always been more of a Star Wars or of a Jar Jar fan than most people. I can see why people don't like him, but I'll tell you, Caloran Beck and his character for like 2, 3 minutes in The Mandalorian, dude, he was so cool when he picked up the other lightsaber, the double blade lightsaber, like rescuing Grogu. Oh man, so I'm really fired up for this one. Do we know when this one's coming out? Do we know
February
yet?
Okay.
2026.
All
Cool.
right, give me my money. You can take all my money. Take it.
That'll be your Valentine's Day gift, Johnny.
Just
I've
lining
got
up
your
all the gifts.
I've got a Christmas gift for you. I've got a birthday gift. I've got
Uh,
yeah.
dude, I'm gonna
Love
need a
it. I
gift
love
for Memorial Day when when the Mandalorian and Grogu movie comes out. So, thanks, man.
Dude, yeah.
But yeah, you just lined up gifts for me. But yeah, really excited for this, guys, and yeah, give me more comics about like, some of these characters that we get brief moments from in The Mandalorian. I think it's always cool to build on newer characters like this, especially one that has this much aura and survived Order 66. So
Yeah.
take my money.
Yeah. We're gonna be handing out money here.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
but yeah, anything else we want to hit on with New York City Comic Con? We got a
Um,
Let me
yeah,
see
one
here.
thing was the Andor complete series art, which I think is really important too, because for anyone that doesn't know, like I was talking about, we didn't get any art books for Andor at all. And this is going to be the complete art for both seasons and whatever concepts that we did not see. Because remember, this show was supposed to be 6 seasons until it wasn't. So who knows? And who knows what other concept art that we might get from Rogue One in this as well. So I'm very excited for
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think the more Andor we get, the better. So,
Yep.
like, I think
Comes
it
out.
is really cool. I do have like a couple art books, which is awesome. I have
Yeah.
like an encyclopedia basically of Star Wars, which isn't like an art book per se, but it is really cool to just kind of sit back, look at that stuff, pick up some really cool facts, and for those who are interested in movies in general and Star Wars in general, TV in general, it's a really cool thing to have. Um,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading more of the stuff. I see the Mandalorian visual guide that we kind of talked about, and then the Industrial Light and Magic 50 Years of Innovation. I just see like some old school like Star Wars stuff and how they did some of the old sets in the 80s. That looks pretty cool too. But yeah, it seems like some exciting stuff that was announced at New York City Comic Con. Is it still going on or is it over now and this is like all we're gonna get?
It's done. It's
it's
over.
over.
Okay.
It's a wrap.
Oh,
Yeah. They did announce High Republic Adventures comic, Pathfinders. So
oh
we're
yeah.
still getting some High Republic content even after the initiative has like quote unquote finished. So um, that's cool that they're kind of keeping that string alive because there is a pretty big like section of the fandom that loves the High Republic. That
Yeah, especially
publishing,
new gen fans. Yeah, like they
yes,
really appreciate it. And I think that's good that they keep the story going. Obviously, like I don't know if you guys have finished everything, but the story has ended essentially with the big bad and everything else that's going there. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but I think that's good, and I think Star Wars does a terrible job from the movie standpoint, where they can't wrap things up, and when things are wrapped up, there's still remnants of things out there. So I think this is good for High Republic fans. They get to feast more if you're really into that era.
yeah. Give us Finn finality. We need some clarity on Finn, please. He's force sensitive. He's not force sensitive. Who knows? He's
Yeah,
he's
man.
a Lego in Star Wars using
We
force.
ain't
Like,
we ain't getting anything post Rise of Skywalker for a while, man. It's so
yeah,
frustrating. God.
yeah. But yeah, no. Anything else you want to hit?
um. So Oh yes. I'm actually looking at it right now. Revenge of the Sith novelization anniversary,
Let's
baby.
go!
Let's
Let's
go.
go!
Let's
Let's go! Big dub!
go.
Big
Let's
dub!
go,
Wait,
dude.
anniversary? So like that just released?
Yeah, so all right, so you guys know I think we talked about a while ago, like whether or not I thought like the continuity of this book was canon anymore. Listen, man, they don't do anniversary books for novelizations of Star Wars movies, and there's also new annotations in here. I think this book not necessarily canon, but I think it's closer to whatever the truth is. And so I think that if you want it in your head canon as canon, I can't say you're wrong, because all this stuff coming out, and it's Revenge of the Sith, of course it is. It's mwah, chef's kiss, baby. But yeah, go out and get it, deluxe edition, Matthew Stover. It's awesome new stuff. I am very curious to see what's going on inside these annotations, to see whether or not he's going to elaborate on the Mace Windu and Sidious fight, or Anakin's feelings, anything that may change people's headcanon or the continuity of Star Wars going forward. So we'll see.
Yeah, lock in, Johnny. You need to lock into that.
Dude, Star Wars is gonna have me by the balls. Like I need to go buy this, man. We got Visions coming out. We have this. We got the Jar Jar comic. We got all the other stuff we just talked about. I should just direct deposit my paycheck to Lucasfilm at this point in Disney. So
yeah, that'll be your St. Patrick's Day present.
Oh yeah, is that? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Or Star Wars Day. Yeah, that works too, man.
Life Day. Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, you got that. Where'd you get that Dagovere? Amazon, or did you just get a?
I actually pre-ordered. I pre-ordered it earlier in the year, and it finally came yesterday.
I'm gonna check Barnes and Noble. They'll probably have it there if I had to guess.
I hope so. Yeah, check it out, because people just buying shit to buy shit these days, man. So,
yeah. Listen, I think we're all going to be spending a pretty penny on Star Wars in these next couple months. We're getting into the holiday season. I've already seen some Christmas commercials. Just painted some pumpkins last night.
Oh, so, nice.
It's not, So
yeah, dude, some of the holiday figures too. I don't know if you guys ever are into those, but they always do like every holiday. Yeah, Dagovere knows. They do like Halloween and Christmas, like Black Series 6-inch figures. They're always pretty cool. So
yeah. I have the it's not a Black Series, but I have the Darth Vader with the two pumpkins and he lights up. Oh God, dude! I gotta show you guys next time. It's so cool, man. I love that thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
we always love holiday themed Star Wars stuff. So
yeah, buddy.
Exciting.
Let's go. All right, we want to wrap it up here. A little shorter,
man. Yeah, a little shorter tonight, but I mean, if
lots
I
of energy.
Count, we did about 40 minutes.
Yeah. We did it, man. And we're going in. But I tell you one thing, guys. I need a Star Wars video game. I need a Star Wars.
I saw your Bounty Hunter TikTok. That made me smile.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, I want a remake of that or something, dude, please.
Yeah, man. I need it. I really wish there was something that I could just sit in a lobby with my boys and just chill. Just give me that feeling.
Let's play Battlefront 2. Oh, wait. Battlefront 2?
But see, it's not even crossplay. I mean, of course, we all
you
got
have an
the same
Xbox, right?
Yeah. We all got, but it's still, it's just like one of those things where, like, why am I having to deal with that in 2025? Yeah.
Honestly, valid.
We got.
Yeah.
Helldivers.
Yeah, buddy. God, man.
When that first commission check hits, I'm locking in.
Oh, you already know. You already know. But there's a lot of games out too. Battlefield 6, and I love Battlefield. I haven't played it since like 3, but I love the beta. And also, Yote looks amazing.
Yote looks so good.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't really have anyone to play Battlefield with, so I may just have to lock into Yote and everybody's getting these hands, baby. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I know. So the Jedi and Sith in me is like, stop talking. Put your hands up. Let's go.
Dude, I agree. But yeah, listen. Love talking Star Wars with you boys. We're going to keep it going.
Yeah.
There's like some noise. Sorry, outside of my apartment. But yeah, wanted to wrap this up here. Any last words you guys have?
Always a pleasure to talk to you both. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok, YouTube. Follow me at Daddy Sheev, and excited for Visions. I think that's coming out in like 2 weeks, a week.
Yeah, dude.
29th.
Yeah, 29th. Yeah,
2 weeks.
Can't wait,
man. Yeah, dude. Listen, anybody out there? Listen. You like anime? You like romance novels? You like you buy that shit. You don't let anybody tell you not to buy that shit. I don't care what it is. All right. Listen, enjoy your life. All right. Thank you.
Let's go. Hell yeah. No, thank you for listening, guys. Appreciate it. May the force be with you. If you're still listening to the podcast, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Love you guys.
Deuces.
May the force be with you.